Hey art friends, welcome to today's how-to. Today we'll be learning how to draw Ember from Elemental. So first let's get started by coming in towards the middle of our page, and we're going to draw a small triangle shape for the nose in the center. Moving underneath this now, we're going to draw a small arch line that curves down for the mouth. And now on either side, let's draw in the eyes. So on the right hand side, we're going to start in the corner. We're going to arch this line up towards the top, arching that out and then over. And then moving over to the left, we'll replicate that. So we're going to curve this out and then back down. And then now from here, we're going to close this off from left to right. So we're going to arch this around back in on the corner, and we'll do the same thing over on our opposite eye. Now from here on the outside, we'll draw in some eyelashes. So on the right hand side, we're going to curve this line out and then back in. And we're going to drop a little bit lower and do this 2 more times. So as we come down, we're going to make these slightly bigger. And now we'll do the same on the left. So we're going to curve this up towards the top, arching that back in, making this one slightly bigger as we come down. And then lastly, we're going to curve this all the way out towards the left, curving that back in. And now we're going to come in and draw in the highlights. So in the top corner, we're going to draw a small circle, again on either side. Dropping below this now, we're going to draw in another circle right in the middle. Now again, one more time around this, we're going to draw in another circle, closing off the eye, curving this around and then in. Now let's come up above and draw in the eyebrows. So on the right hand side, we're going to make this eyebrow a little bit higher. So we're going to curve this line up, arching this down, and then underneath this we're going to close this off by curving that up and then joining it at a point there in the corner. Now let's come over towards the left on a diagonal. So we're going to start in the corner, we're going to curve this line up, arching that down and over on the left. Over in the corner again, we're going to curve this line up towards the top, following that pattern, arching it back down. And now let's draw in the face. So on the left hand side, we're going to come up a little bit higher. We're going to curve this line all the way around, bringing that over and in towards the middle. And then moving over to the right, let's replicate that. So lining it up at the same height, we're going to curve this all the way around, closing that off on the bottom. Now from here, we're going to draw in a diagonal line that comes in towards our eyebrows on either side. Over on the left hand side, now we're going to arch this line around and then in towards the top. And we'll do the same thing over on the right. Now from here, we're going to draw in another curved line from the top here, arching that around and then in towards the middle. And now we're just going to replicate the shape in the center. So on the left hand side, we're going to curve this in and up towards the top. And then on that center line there, we're going to curve this back down, around, and then in. And now let's draw in the dress. So over on the left hand side, we're going to draw a diagonal line that curves out towards the left. And now moving over towards the right, let's replicate that, curving that around and then out. On either side, now we're going to close this off with a curved line on the bottom, arching that from left to right. Moving in towards the middle of the dress, now we're going to draw a curved line on the top from left to right. And now dropping a little bit lower, let's replicate that one more time. Now on either side, we're going to draw on the hands. So on the right hand side, we're going to draw a small arch line from top to bottom. Moving over to the left, we'll replicate that, drawing that the same height. For the thumb, in the middle now, we're going to curve this line around and then in. And we'll do the same thing over on the right. Now from here, starting in the center of our thumb, we're going to curve this line around and in for our first finger. And we'll do that again on either side. Moving further out now, we're going to curve this around, back in. And then let's do that one last time, curving that all the way around, arching that in towards the middle. And now let's close off the arms. So on the top portion here, we're going to draw a diagonal line that curves around and in towards the corner. And now one last time, we're going to close this off by drawing another diagonal line that comes in towards the side of the dress on either side. And now lastly, we're going to draw on the legs. So on the left hand side, we're going to be a little bit wavy with this. We're going to curve our line down and then out. And we'll do the same thing on the right, so curving it out, in, and then back out as we get towards the bottom. Now from here on the point here, we're going to curve this around, bringing that in and then back up. And then we'll do the same thing as we come over towards the right, arching that in and then up. And then lastly, as we come back up towards the top, we're just going to draw in some more flames. So on the top here, we're going to start at a point, we're going to curve this around, arching that in, back up, and we're going to do this as we come across. And that is it. That's how you draw Ember from Elemental. You can pause the video and color it the way that I have done, or you can change your colors up if you'd like. If you enjoyed today's video, please hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel, and also drop a comment below suggesting any more characters that you'd love to learn to draw next. Thanks so much for joining me on today's tutorial, and I will see you all on the next one.